Something about it doesn't make it feel right because I'm calling it the wrong thing. And I only learned right now. It took so long for me to figure out I've been calling it the wrong thing. Actually, refresh. Nothing good. Refresh. Nothing good. Refresh. Oh, I was never gonna win. Alright, we were never gonna win. Can I get... Come on, one more sniper. Perfection. And I'm calling it perfection? I know it's not. Well, man. How do you... What do you call perfection? That's, I guess, an important question. Is it getting all of the same thing guaranteed? Because if it is, this is kind of perfect. Right? All snipers. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Products received.
Let's grab our money. Rotate.
This room is spacious. Look,
Oh, wait.
how high my bubbles go.
Good job, Haruka. Playing with your bubbles. One got stronger. I really want Haruka, but she's working. Oh, I didn't.
This is much more spacious than my last dwelling.
Oh. But I know who we're gonna upgrade next. It's definitely gonna be Thorn. Quick. Name. Uh-oh. Oh, quick. Boom. This. Boom. I can claim this now. No problem. We're safe.
Doctor,
But that also means I got like 10,000 materials that I gotta spend in that store, and I'll show you why that's a problem. Oh wait, it's free stuff. Oh wait, free stuff. Yeah, I got 600, and I gotta buy random things now. Promise I don't want to spend that price tag, but I guess I have to. I bought a little bit of sugar, you know? We're gonna level just...
Are you
I don't like the
sure I
number.
need to watch these?
Oh, I'm out of
Back
money.
in Casdell, you used to lead my people.
I'm back to poor. I'm back to poor. I have so much level up material. I'm back to poor in the LMD. I'm right back where I was. Right where we started. I'm broke. That's the right answer. Can't even get money. Now, of course, we got something to continue. Of course I was going to do chapter 12 again. Come on. That was always going to be the right answer. It's just that time. I also love this music. The like, I don't know what it is about it. It kind of just gets me. I don't know if anyone else feels that. Also, I don't know if anyone else saw this. I don't know how many of you care. That's a whole nother question, though, if you guys care. But, what's it called? Anada just released they just released their release date. Or announced their release date? I think announced is the proper word here, right? Announced their release date is proper. I believe it's proper. Is it proper? I feel like it is proper. They announced their release date. Not they released their release date. And it'll be next year. But the very beginning of next year, the 15th. And I'm so excited. I've been so excited about that game for a little while now. I don't like this. I don't like. Yeah, no. So Anada's coming. I'm gonna play that like crazy. Only issue is it's during the the what's it called, summer event. It's right at the same time as the summer event. For Arknights, Anata comes out, so it's gonna be a difficult time for me. Unless Anata doesn't live up to it, but I feel like it will. And if it doesn't, I am gonna be depressed. Also, can we talk about, like, these guys come here and I have to kill them with range? Can we talk about that? I mean, the worst side of the boot.
How nostalgic.
Wait, nope. When HP is below half, creates a clone at their location. What?
If they're making my life difficult, I'll
Yeah,
make
this
theirs
is-
twice as hard.
this
It's
is
always
just
been that
mean.
simple.
Oh, wait. I can do
The
this, right?
situation is crystal clear. Make your decision as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
迷っている暇はありませんわよ。If I make it back in one piece. 人形はかりそ
Oh,
め
I
の
can't
命
even
を
hit him! Guys! Guys!
Great Martha's ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
Do we have Yagiri? Wait! That's not the sword! Whatever! Take this!
I hate everything right now.
Don't make any more noise.
Make your decision. Hark!
He's at half health. There's his clone.
Question the road thou strayed upon.
Take the damage, ass. There he goes. He's done.
Picked out your bait yet?
I hate everything.
Go ahead. I'm where do you think you're going?
I actually hate everything from that.
Do we have if I'm dead anyway?
Your attacks are all.
As ice yields, thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget.
Better watch your step.
Oh, I hate this mission already so deeply.
I'll carve my name onto every little bit of Arithmium out there. Monster, in
Oh, hell
position.
no, I'm not letting you win. Screw you. That guy won't make it.
Great mind, hark! Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed upon.
The
Actually,
good news
just
is,
how far is your
look
range?
at you all.
Yes!
Destroyed half the world,
It was
but
far
you
enough
never
that it
figured
hit,
out
like,
how
you know,
to
the
beat
guy
me.
above. That's all I needed.
迷っている暇はありませんわよ。
Great mind, as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace. Make your decision. Hark! Ne'er hast
Hit him in the
thou
face.
questioned the road thou
There's two of
strayed
them.
upon.
I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
月はあなたをどこまでも追い詰める。
God, I really hate this mission.
Great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
Can't even deny the fact that I hate this mission with a passion.
You have been drawn into my plans.
Awaiting orders. This is the destreza of Iberia.
Alright, and now he gets those. How many of you is there left?
Spare admit defeat now, and spare yourself the embarrassment.
Those guys, I hate... Well, I guess, no. I don't hate them. I hate that I could not attack them, and if they went up the staircase, I still couldn't attack them! There's absolutely nothing I could have done to those guys. They had me in checkmate, and they knew it. Those little assholes. They knew they had me in every turn. Every corner, they had me. They held everything. I held nothing. W. Perhaps you could drive a little slower? Our tragically wounded dame won't hang on in there much longer, Shining. Hold on tight, everyone. Incline ahead. A ride this rough likely won't benefit Kal'tsit's recovery in any way. So what? Thressus couldn't hack her to death. You think a little bad suspension's gonna be what does it? When the roads are here suck, passing through a bomb crater, guys, you could steer around it. Too late. I'm going in. Menacing growl. Yeah. Kal'tsit Jr. Now get your claws off me. You're free to screw off the car and drag your sorry master behind us. Your choice. High-pitched braying. Good job, monster. Get something tickling in your metal skull? You can try it. I'll play ball. Or maybe I should just throw you off and make roadkill out of you. W, we're in a hurry. This cat can't cough a single word at anyone right now. And look at how sad and distressed her stupid, wimpy pet is. I've never felt this good in my life. Don't you want to get payback on your boss? Medical department, shiftstree, Kal'tsit. Reduced to this? She is my patient now. Ugh, you're so boring. God. Never let me have any fun. Tell Closure and her circus troupe to follow our route. With the Dukes and the Sarkaz duking it out, I'm the only one who still knows where to find an opening. You're very familiar with the terrain and the situation. Well, she's a Sarkaz, right? Like, logic dictates if, she's a Sarkaz, Sarkaz are a faction. Or she was just really mad, I don't know. How do you think I survived the past few years? What did you picture me, swimming in London's sewers? You know? Maybe. Hey, Merc's got her ways. I became a duke. Once we're through these ruins, we'll hit our destination. Is she already there? You've got my word. I never miss the chance to make someone owe me. But pushing the wheelchair's not on your base plan. I get an extra favor for that one. Fine. Oh yeah. What's the deal with you and the hag? Dragging an incap into London's pretty terrible idea. She is my... No, I am her sin. You're about to say she is my sin? Where thou hast been? Thou has been at work. It's the reality. Thou has been at work. And work is chaos. So, that's where I've been. And today's my day off. So I'm going full ham. A comm station? You know what's the saddest part? I've literally been thinking about chapter 12 at work, going like, I need to know what's happening. Like, what happened in this to everyone? What happened to like W, Kal'tsit? Is W making fun of Kal'tsit? Does Kal'tsit insult W when she regains consciousness? I've been thinking about that at work. Made themselves capitalism. Yeah. Well, you need money for food. You need money for electricity. You need money for a lot of things. When do we broadcast our existence out there? It'll be an invitation, little one. Right on the money, Doctor of Rhodes Island. The Dukes need to know about this. If not act, it gives any other Duke fodder against them. When the crowds vacate, everyone will want to be alright. You know Victoria better than I imagined. Well, I kind of have the queen next to me. Or princess. She's not officially queen. But like technically, isn't she like the regent? I know she doesn't have the job right now and technically it was taken over for her. Technically, she's next in line. Where can we find a comm station? The signal hub for this place got wrecked by the Sarkaz right off the bat, but I know a small station we might be able to use. It's in a pub. Pub. I don't know why I said pud. Pub. Best house in all of London before Newport went to pot. They set up a signal transceiver with a mad high power in there, so they could get ahead of what their guests from all over wanted. It looks like stones fell and blocked up the whole outside of it, but if we can find a way in and use the gear that's still left in there, then I think it'll be an extremely dangerous op. Going by what you've told us, we're lucky if that sorry station still works, after which we couldn't even encrypt the outgoing signal. Bang on. It's an old civilian model. So, the only thing we can use is an old civilian model thing, which would immediately alert the Sarkaz where we are, and it would start out a brawl pretty quick. And we gotta deal with the vampire. Shit. No, not the vampire. What is he? I think he's a vampire. Is he a No. I don't know what he is. I don't remember. No matter who hears, they'll know that we're trying to say in a flash. And the Sarkaz will immediately act. See, she gets it. Sarkaz are gonna jump on you. We've just got to gamble on the Dukes not wanting to wanting a preventable massacre to their name. Besides, I'm trusting some Duke or other will want to step up proper. After all, they're not going to want a Victoria in ruins themselves. The Duke of Windermere, for example. She could be one of them, yeah? Interesting. Looks like you do read plenty of newspapers, Delphine. Dr. Amia, I believe this plan is feasible. We need to inject a little chaos to shatter the deadlock. Did I hear butcher some Sarkaz? One or more Dukes on the offense can be a smokescreen for us. Whether it's finding where that airship is located or creating a condition for people to evacuate their abandoned plates. Then, before we do, We need to put an end to the pointless infighting and cutthroat slaughter in this lockdown zone. We need to give them a reason to reunite. Letting everyone know hope still exists, for example. Yes. If we can make headway on that and distribute the remaining resources here to those who need them most, then maybe we can hold out for even longer. Rebuilding broken trust. Just like that, you said. Real or fake? Hope is still hope anyway, how? Hey, hope is hope. So, that's your genius plan. Go to an old pub for an old crom station. Beg the Dukes outside to save us because we're all dead meat in here? Yes. It's purely because of political reasons they'll do it. You know, you don't want your civilians to look at you as like, oh, if I see civilians, I'm not going to save them. I'm just going to let them get slaughtered. Who cares? Well, now, all of a sudden, everyone that, you rule goes like, wait a minute. I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. Incredible. I might want to applaud you lot. If you have any good ideas, you can give them right now, Cardo. Aside from charging past the Sarkaz blockade walls. Just didn't think after becoming thieves and con men, we'd finally be groveling on the ground to all those snot-nosed, blue-blooded boys and girls. If you don't like the idea of being a Mayday, you can think of it as a wager instead. Oh, look! What an elite word, wager! Oh, we're off making a wager with the people in their castle now. Lucky us. Man got convinced by just changing one word. It's not begging, it's a wager. And you can choose to keep robbing people in the streets. I won't stop you. Pick what you want to talk about. Cardo, I know you care about your dignity like nothing else, but now is not the time for it. Damn. Is he gonna go into the corner and like... Is he about to get in trouble? If the Dukes attacking can help us, then inviting them is an option. Alright, you thought of the consequences? The Dukes help us, bang up, then what? We hop on their warships and march to Great London, or do we become their subjects, sticking ourselves in Castro Wellington's factories to feed ourselves to lataining machines? This is not going to do us bloody favors. We are about to sell our lives to the bloody nobles. Well, that's... Say goodbye to being birdies anymore. We'll be asylum seekers for them to snuff out as they feel. And we aren't right now? Cardo, do you think we're free and happy people of Newport right now? War broke out. We're in the middle of it. Damn. Do you want to tell me that you, once a hero descended from the sky to guide all Porties together with you to crush the Sarkaz outside, just like you've been dreaming? That everything can return to how it was? Dignity, look at us, Gerardo. We know full well that the hell we've done. Shit. What's happening? In the street. They're all armed. Okay, no panic. We need to clean this up. What? You want to clean up? The fucking building's exploding. Who's attacking? Is it the Sarkaz? Do they want to live anymore? Who still has the strength to scrap this hard? Every gang sheltered in Norbert should be in the same boat as us in terms of low supplies. Through the boarded up windows, all that can be seen is still live smoke. Then hollering and crushing piles, coupled with crying and begging, the sorts of things they've had to tune out these days, blind eye, deaf ears. But this time, it's not brief claymore from a dingy alley. It's not following nervousness and hesitation, or an attempt to cover or disguise. Within the smoke, a luggy trolley nonchalantly rolls down the street. Very well the previous property of some inn. In past life of varying suitcases, big and small, belonging to guests from all corners. Now pushed amidst the dust by the explosives aftermath, it becomes the focal point where everyone's gaze gathers, the target of all their ardent desires. Oh my god. Atop that trolley is a stack of supplies full of bursting, box upon box of tin cans, clean water, rations, rough, yet oh so sweet. That's... Her voice falls flatter. She finds herself unable to avert her eyes. What the hell's happening? I need this food. Get lost. You get lost. God's sakes. I don't need you here. I can't eat that much. So even the thugs. You can split a bit with me. Come on. Just a few rolls of bread will do. Take your hands off the stuff first. The crowds are quarreling, ripping and tearing. The luggage freewheeling from one group's hand to another. People fall, climb back up, throw themselves at their mountain of hopes, each with their wish to get their share from it. But most end up empty-handed. Bloody hell! Where'd all that shit even come from? Half an hour more and they'll be killing all their own. Hey, stop! Stop! Stay back for now. They won't hear what you're saying. We can't. Bard notices a silhouette slip past her. Siege? Siege's hammer smashes furiously against the ground. Turbulence blowing away dust and stench of blood through the streets. She takes in the people before her, and they give her a death stare back. Siege? What are you doing? What are you here for? What are you doing? I recognize you, late LJ. Your 3D brats doing alright? Haha, alright. We can find out once we see them. Just die first, or maybe I will. It's fine for them. They're free. No need to fight over scraps like the brutes we are. They died a clean and honest death. Oh, damn. You seem very relaxed. But I guess he's starving, so, you know, the only thing on his mind is food, so he doesn't give a shit. So, Siege, gonna be a saint, send me to them? We don't have to do this. There is no point going knives out at our own neighborhood here. There's all the point. It's the point and then some, Siege. A roll of bread means I live through the night. If my luck's good, tomorrow night too. Aren't you hungry? Aren't you parched? Do you even have the energy to choose? Because that tells me it hasn't tormented you enough. You're not even part of this. Give me an answer, Siege. Why don't you? How much hope are you looking to steal from me? I could never beat you, but now I can. No, stop, sir. Did you just try to use arts? You're not casting. You're destroying your own body. Your increased arts assimilation is just a pathological results of acute infection. We can help you. Please stop. Shove off. Shove off. You self-respecting do-gooders. Either go back and hide in your houses or join the bloody fight. Everyone wants to survive, and this is the most reliable method I know. Shit, LJ. You want me to pound you flat that badly? All right, Save it. God's sakes, enough. Her Royal Highness Alexandria Vina Victoria is here. Morgan? Oh shit, she dropped the hard V. Progeny of the Aselian King, Her Royal Highness Alexandria Vina Victoria, has brought back the siege, the Sigh of Kings. Victoria Siege? You mean surname was Victoria? That sword, the Siege of Kings? What? Whoa. But we always suspected you weren't from an ordinary feline, but that high? I didn't do it. He did it. Per her highness's demand, the Duke forces have begun to advance their way here. Those Sarkaz won't hold them off. Even if they throw in a ship, we're safe now. Delphine, even Her Royal Highness? Siege, you were bloody royal family? Huh. He was just talking about how he doesn't want to live under the thumb of a noble. His whole life was living under the noble. It's not even a question, it's the noble. Imagine that scenario, like, I refuse to kneel to royalty. You know that person you follow all the time? She's the leader of all those nobles you don't want to follow. The Dukes. They're finally... Siege, no. Your Highness Alexandra, I have to... Acute oropathy symptoms. I'll prepare an inhibitor injection straight away. He's in terrible condition. You see? We have medicine too. We just need to hold on a little longer. That's right, just a little longer now. What percentage of the population is already dead?
Promise me you'll deploy me closer to the enemy next time, Doctor. I'll try some more efficient techniques.
You know, I put you like right next to them. You got shot in the face by them. I don't think I could have put you any closer than what I did already. Just know that. But I did win. And that was number 10. What was it? 14 is the next, like... Was it 14? Oh, 13. Oh, we're definitely... Well, I think we're going to get to 17 today. I'm feeling it. As long as the chapters stay as short as they have been, I'm pretty sure we can get to like... Oh. 11 isn't even a game. No gameplay. This is pure story. I'm like, let me look at the map. Let's see. There's not even a gameplay in this one. Hi, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, my thing's actually working? I'm in shock that anything works. Thank you for the follow. Scalamono roll? Scalamono roll? All I can think of is cinnamon roll. I had a cinnamon roll today. It's the only thing in my brain. I often feel that the times change with integrity. Their means of coming with concepts so brilliant. Their methods of forming societies so diverse. It's all dazing. I've lived in Casimir many times, and every time I leave, I end up coming back to tell you the truth. Banshee traces of us are still present in the land of knights. I must admit, the place is indeed fascinating. Yet, you didn't have me scratch out those neon-lit skyscrapers for you. You simply chose this ordinary village for your stage this time, because it's much quieter here, and it's Cosdale as I saw it. Golden farms amid the never-ending plains. It's a pity that these are probably no longer important to Cosdale of today. What do you think? How does it compare to... Oh, Casimir! No! Wait. I could have made the text bigger this whole time. That's on me. But he said Casimir, didn't he? And I read it as Casimir. Yep. He was talking about Casimir, guys. I promise I'm not crazy. Our version of Cosdale may have their differences, but we can still look forward to its next iteration. And as for Casimir, it evolves so fast that in a blink of an eye, the Pegasus, along with the morals and glory, disappeared and withered away. And it became even sweatier and more what? Fascinating. The descendants of the elders and the ancient accuse us Sarkaz of devouring their flesh and blood, enslaving their souls. So they found a new method, and they did it even better than us. They let those under their rule be fed, swallowed, turned into nourishment for their monsters to continue expanding and growing. And all they have to pay is a promise of the pleasure of life. I searched for Casimir's rulers, intrigued by what they had created, but instead I only discovered, no, there was no ruler. Those company spokesmen, those members of the General Chambers of Commerce, even the Adeptus Sporadicus, or the Grand Knight, you could not call any of them a ruler of Casimir. Inflated desire is so powerful that it can rule itself. So a simple thirst for survival is enough to keep up with your search, Datamis. You're more restless than I imagined. What exactly are you afraid of? Of sinking deep into the past and history. I just want to understand how to get along with ourselves. Yeah, you guys are kind of violent. I won't lie. Whoa! Everyone, Kal'tsit. We finally get to see Kal'tsit. It's been so long. Because, we've had this whole situation where Kal'tsit's kind of in, like, a weird coma-like state? Is that the proper word? Coma-like state? The whole time we've been, like, doing everything. And we finally get this. Well, we got ... which I guess doesn't mean much. Hey, Kal'tsit. Not looking so hot, Where am I? Why not sleep a little longer? I need some more time to get a bomb under your pillow. I'm guessing you're probably not in the best mood. Waking up to see me of all people, the feeling's mutual. I'd rather die than let someone think I've been hovering over your bed, day after day with tears in my eyes, praying with all my heart and soul that you'd open your eyes. Isn't that exactly? Believe me, this is just a coincidence. I only came here looking for water, and you just happened to be in my spot. Where are the doctor and Amia? Want to take a guess? Maybe I killed them both while you were taking a lazy cat nap. Sounds like they're both fine for now. You have so much faith in me? No, because I'm going to be honest with you, W. With how you act and what you say, there is a higher chance, at least in my mind, right, that the bodies would be in front of Kal'tsit when she woke up, so she could see them. What's our present location? The outskirts of London, in a safe house of mine. The courtyard out there is packed with a whole bunch of your people right now. Is this favor of mine part of your grand plan too, Kal'tsit? You can try to thank me from the bottom of your heart, and I'll consider accepting your gratitude. Celian and I did work out several plans. We did consider enlisting the helps of the ex-Babel members for the worst-case scenarios. I always knew you were so good at calculating everyone's usefulness. Yeah, but I have you to thank, W. As you requested, from the bottom of my heart. Oh? Did Thressus smash your head in too hard? Should I call Shining? W. I was kidding about calling Shining. By the way, getting your brain injury wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing for you. Can you help me? I need to get out of bed. Aww. Look at W's now sad. Look at the sad face. Look at her face. It's all sad. You have nothing to say. All your grenades, all your just leftover pins, and you got nothing to say. Fine. Water for you. Thanks. Withdrawing from London was an extremely risky operation. Can you tell me the current situation? You sure you want to ask me? Closure's busy getting those temporary barricades up now, but we can keep our distance from each other till she gets back. I want to hear it from you. Mercenaries have a keener sense of danger. Fine. Your self-salvation corps got played by Manfred's hand. He and his sidekick seem to have found just the right time to take you guys out. The way I see it, those poor city folk were never a match for sharp-edged, blood-licking Sarkaz scum. And now your poor wretches are being driven out of London, which honestly, to me, is a good thing. It's way better than dying in some alley for nothing. The only good news is that the Dukes finally got moving. That bitch Innis tells me the doctor and the little bunny were kidnapped by a certain Duke who wants to use them to do a favor. A Duke? So a war has broken out after all. Isn't it tragic? You've missed out on all sorts of excitement. Any regrets, Kal'tsit? Seems like your gigantic brain didn't get the results you wanted. I've never regretted my actions. Oh shit, okay, I didn't think she looked like... Bleh. She's like still like broken, defeated. You could see the like emotionless eyes. And the scar from like where she got cut. I think that's a scar. No, what? Huh? But she's been patched up and everything, right? So it shouldn't be like... I don't know. She definitely should have a permanent scar, right? But something I feel exhausted. Wow. So you're actually capable of showing of emotions? I gotta grab this once in a lifetime chance to take a selfie with a poor, miserable Kal'tsit. Damn. That's true. Right now, this is the most tolerable Kal'tsit's ever been. It's so mean, but it's so true. Kal'tsit has always been a little shit. I won't pretend to be the type who hides in the shadows and gropes in the direction of history. Although sometimes I do hope that things go my way. I and my past selves have tried many approaches. Some have been successful, while others, in hindsight, have proven to be questionable. But I still maintain that every choice has been made with rational judgment, and was the optimal choice at that. No, wait. Let's go back to something real quick. Let's run it back, right? My past selves have tried many... What do you mean your past selves? Are you like, what's the snake guy's name that, like, that takes over new bodies every time, he loses one? The Black Snake. I don't remember his name right now. Does Kal'tsit have a similar power where she, like, whenever she dies, she takes over someone else's body or gives someone their memories or something like that? Or is it like what is it called? Like an all-for-one thing where, like, you know, she can talk to all her past selves and they can help her get information and ideas? Like, how? My past selves is such a weird statement. But I still maintain that every choice has been made with... oh, I read this. Huh. Optimal, huh? Optimal. Using such a term does make it sound all related problems were solved. But that's not really the case. I have only ensured that things don't turn out for the worst. But no matter how I try, the results often prove to me that the impact an individual can make is always limited in the end. That's kind of true. Oh yeah, Kachi! I know I say it wrong, but like, I called him Kachi. Goddamn Kachi. Is Kal'tsit the same as Kachi? I don't understand how Kachi works, either. I just know he gets a newer body and, like, gets into the mental state. He's more like a parasite in the body. You know? I don't know how, like, you know, are they different? Because, like, Kachi's, we know he takes over the body and the person kind of still knows what's happening, but they kind of are losing their mind because they're slowly becoming him. Where it sounds like Kal'tsit is more an accepting, or like all the Kal'tsits are there kind of supporting and not taking over. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too deep into this. Or maybe I'm not reading deep enough into it. Something's up here. No matter who it is. Even if this name, Kal'tsit, and the memories she carries have been walking these lands for so long, what can I accomplish? Might be called insignificant. Oh! So, you get the memories. But you're still yourself. Huh? Huh? But like, how do you get the memories? I destroyed Cosdale once. And that me, and the me that I was then, believed that it was the only way to bring peace. We managed to behead the Lord of Fiends then, and we were victorious. For all intents and purposes, according to our plans, we should have reclaimed the king's authority. I had prepared all kinds of plans, and successors were under my supervision. But at that moment, Thressa chose to pick up the Black Crown. Hey, I'm not here for a history lesson. Well, it's a history lesson, but it's also, like, probably very relevant to this situation, W. But I'm awfully curious, Kal'tsit. Why did you and her put Babel together anyway? What exactly do the Sarkaz mean to you? If you're just trying to play with our lives, she, Thressa, wouldn't be on your side. We found that, in actuality, the Sarkaz aren't so different than the rest of us. We had as we originally had thought. Not inferior to any other race, nor nobler than any other race. No matter where we've come from, Origium has changed us all into a similar form, possessing the same emotions and desires. This land is currently in an ugly state. Sarkaz souls whispering of being the former masters of this world, and they were slaughtered, oppressed, displaced for countless millennia. I have seen the times of old. I was there when the Sarkaz walked on the land. In fact, the term Sarkaz actually originates from an arrogant malevolent of their murders, though it has also become a rallying cry for their victims. The difference between a Dajjal and Gothic is huge, and so is the stark contrast in appearance between a Cyclops and a Diablo. Diablo? But why have they all been classified as common Sarkaz? If a vampire establishes his own country, how would it be any different from arrogant Victoria of today? If a Nazir were to rule all civilization, how would the culture be any different from those under the ice-cold rule of Ursura? Thressa and I came to a conclusion that these conflicts ultimately led nowhere. She divided so deep into the Lord of Fiends' memories and realized what I had feared was indeed possible. Our time, or rather, all time for these lands, this world, is running out. What? Wait, that's... Time is running out for the world. It's gonna explode. Like, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean the world is running out of time. What do you mean by that? Do you mean like nuclear apocalypse type thing, or do you mean like asteroid hitting planet, or do you mean just like the planet just kind of dissolving? Like, what exactly do you mean by that? That was a huge statement to then not give us anything more. I guess W's interrupting, but god damn it, W. What are you why are you telling me all of this? Didn't I say I'm not into history? It's precisely because you're not, W. History was made. Vampires, liches, Nazers, Damas, Gorgons, Gargoyles made all of you into Sarkaz, but it has also bound the Sarkaz to their past. Don't worry about it. Feel like I'm gonna worry about it. Causdale shall be rebuilt, but what will it be rebuilt on? Perhaps someone like you would have a different answer than I do, W. Wait, are you gonna take over, W? Is W your next victim? Kal'tsit, I'm watching you. Are you still worried about Catherine Feist? Dude, I'm sorry, Feist. I love you, but you're barely a thought right now. With poor Feist, like, I'm sitting there like, Feist is like, oh, I'm so sad my leader's gone. I'm like, dude, Feist, I'm sorry. Leader's fucking in prison right now. Do you know what Kal'tsit just said? She just did a huge lore drop, which she always does. This is also the most straightforward lore drop I think Kal'tsit's ever done. Like, I respect this one compared to her 10,000 fucking paragraph. Oh, and the whole point of that story was, you suck. That's it. And then someone else just walks up to me and says, past you was evil. It's like, okay. Kal'tsit could have said that, but she needed to say it in 10,000 words or more. Not less, more. It's like a teacher walking up to you and giving you like an essay and then going, hey, you need to write a 10,000 plus word essay about how to tie your shoes. How do you write 10,000 words about tying your shoes? Kal'tsit can do it. Kal'tsit would go, oh, easy. She'll have it to you within 2 hours. Because she knows the most roundabout way of explaining and telling every detail that makes no sense, but is still about the topic roughly. And this time she's like, yeah, I possess. Yeah, I've had many lives. I've taken over many bodies. I've done heinous things. I killed the Lord of Fiends before. I saw into the future, saw the world is over. It's just so casually this time. The wounded have settled down for the time being. That Sarkaz mercenary called W. She's really capable. The Self-Salvation Corps are already regrouping themselves, and I think we'll be back in London in no time. Oh, yeah. Rock? Did you see anyone yesterday night? You mean like Sarkaz troops? No, of course not. Strange, or... I didn't know, actually. What's going on? I received a letter. It was in my suitcase this morning. Wasn't it written by the Self-Salvation Corps troops? The handwriting's familiar to me, but no one's coming to mind. The letter said that Granny is in London safe and sound, and I needn't worry. And it also contains several addresses, not very far from here. The only person who could do such a thing would be a certain Duke. Yeah. But that Duke isn't a Londoner. Don't worry. I know exactly whose side I stood on. No matter what those bigwigs think of us, we're not their pawns. They think the war is just a scramble for power, and that we don't have the right to make our own choices. The Self-Salvation Corps will show them all they're sorely mistaken. You go, buddy. He's fighting for what he believes in. I gotta give him credit. Okay, so, god damn it. Dude, I've been waiting to see if, like, Kal'tsit would come to consciousness and everything, and now I'm upset that she came to consciousness, because that was just a lot to deal with. You know? Kal'tsit wakes up. Here's 10,000 lore drops. It's not exactly a bad thing, but it's not my preferable. Oh my god, my model is having a stroke. Let's move that to the side. Adjust that. Ha. I think my camera got pushed down a little bit and it's like making my model have a stroke. Alright, let's see this mission. How... One choke point. I like it. Wait. Ally units have increased redeployment timers. Enemy units have increased movement speed. So I just make sure no one dies. That means can't deploy gravel, pretty much. But gravel already has such a... we'll see. We're back at the gym. I feel like we're soon going to get back to really long stories. This might be it. But I feel like number like 14 or 13 will be when the story gets long again. This just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like there's enough action yet. 60% of the infected here were infected within the week. They're deteriorating fairly rapidly too. Almost everyone here seems to have been abusing their orpathy arts. They haven't had time to learn what being an infected feels like, or how to live as one. If only Shining was here. No, even a typical Rhodes Island medical operator would be doing a far better job than I am now. So, Mia? It's better than no one. You're doing an amazing job. Pat on the back. All I can do is not enough. Don't blame yourself, Mia. You've been doing this the whole time. There weren't as many infected in the street of Newport before. It's true that everyone here fights tooth and nail just to get by, but we are in London after all. It was only after I had left that I gradually came to realize just how lucky I was. What I took for granted was just exceptions for my privilege. People misjudge their own abilities in the environments they inhabit, mistakenly believing they rightfully own their position in life, though theirs only effort. Only when everything crumbles does one recognize the silver spoon in one's mouth. Oh, god damn it, you. Ha! Such self-awareness, your royal highness. So, is this what you came back for? To grow a large base of loyalists to help you ascend the throne? No, but maybe. I don't think that was the original plan. But the vibe is going that way, that she's going to reclaim London. You know? That's the vibe it's going towards. Heh. I'm the stupid one here. I actually thought you were the legendary siege they would willingly die for. It is not my intention, Cardo. I never claimed to be any kind of royalty, but that move Morgan pulled did provide useful. You talked of unity before. So regardless, this is just a... Wow, such an honor to earn praise from Her Royal Highness Vina. How touching. Should we shake hands and find your royal photographer to take a picture of us together? The homie, what is your problem with like any nobility? I knew he was going to be a problem, you know, because he already expressed very much hate for nobles. But like, this is absurd, man. Calm down. I don't know how I've offended you, Cardo, but I believe you should be on the same side. The same side? Look, you're all cleaning the innocent, but us? Just the other day, we kicked out an old couple. They were my neighbors at the apartment I was renting, and they used to be really nice to me, even giving me fried fin they made too much of. When we were dragged out by the Sarkaz and brought to this area, I saw them panicking in the crowd, practically drowning in it, trying their hardest not to let go. I couldn't take it anymore, and I brought them to the boxing gym. That old lady worked really hard and helped us a ton. The old man, well, he took a good joke at least, and a night watch with him around was never boring. But I had to leave them a few days ago. Delphine gave them 2 days worth of rations and helped them settle down in the Sud shopping center basement car parking lot. That place must have already been looted a dozen times, but if you're lucky you can find food that's left behind. Damn. 2 days ago? Wait. You telling me you kicked out that old couple? And literally the next day we showed up? Is that what you're telling me? Why don't we just go get them now? Homie, they should be fine now. We have so much food. And that's a solid shelter. It should be safe enough. Yeah. But they were infected. Turned not too long ago at that. I don't know where the Iridium dust even floated from. And they're old, and their condition was worsening rapidly. And I... Oh, no! I didn't give them a single orpathy inhibitor, because they should go to someone younger and stronger who needs it. Homie! Homie! Your logic is there. But you knew them. God damn it, Cardo. I wanted to root for you, but like, you are just a little shit. I understand your decision, but... I know. They're ancient. They would probably die from the Sarkaz arts, or from a building collapsing in on them, or even from a heart attack triggered by cannon blast. But I snatched their last shred of hope away from them. They might have even survived, but I killed them. And I don't think I've done any wrong. Oh, Cardo. How do we even help this guy? Like, you know, originally it was like, oh, he did a slightly evil thing, but he's not evil. Full 180, he's evil. Right? Like, there's no ands, ifs, or buts here. He is doing evil things. You know what, Vina? Can you imagine how they were when they left? I can imagine. No, you can't. No crying, no pleading, no cursing. That old man was still making jokes up to the very last moment, mocking the head chef of the old ghoulish restaurant at the mall. They clutched their tiny little bags, stuffed with all their remaining hope. And just like that, they helped each other up through all their shaking and trembling and went out the door. If they were unlucky, they might have already been robbed by some roadside lunatic. I dreamt of them yesterday. 2 days ago, you abandoned them. 2 days ago, you kicked them out. And yesterday, we arrived with all this medicine, food, and all supplies. So this all happened 48 hours ago, and we arrived at least 24 hours ago. So you had a dream. It's like, oh, fuck, I sent that couple to die yesterday. Literally, he's dreaming, and like 24 hours before, he sent them to death. You're not responsible for any of this, Cardo. You're just... You think I dreamt of their tragic deaths from orpathy, starvation, or the flames of war? I dreamt that the war was over, that Newport had returned to London, and we were rebuilding our home. I saw order being restored, city walls patched up, us living in spanking new houses, and then in the crowd celebrating it, I saw that old geezer. Still alive, he had survived, and sometimes it was his wife instead, or he or she would stare me dead in the eyes with a gap between the fireworks. I was never afraid of them dying. I know I made the cruel decision. I forced them to sacrifice themselves for the chance to save some others. But what if all of this was done over with? Hatred still flows on the peaceful banks of the St. Duja River. He'll gaze at me, and if asking me, how should I answer? How could I leave this war? I am very... Don't apologize, Vina. You don't have the right. You hold a sword that only exists in fables, and tell us that the former boss of the Glasgow gang is actually a king, and those young thugs following her are knights, supporters of the vassal of royalty. And then you say that you've returned, you should help us. You can save us, and we should unite and stand together by your side. Okay, well, you already hated nobles, so this makes sense, but also... It feels like you're taking out a little bit of your anger here on Siege. Just gonna be honest with you, Cardo. Really fun intent. After all everyone's been through. After the Glasgow gang, who helped others run their turf, becoming a ragtag group of drifters, thieves, and robbers and murderers, you finally returned. You became kings, knights, and saints. I should be welcoming you with open arms, the king of Siege. Your Glasgow gang isn't here anymore. You are nothing. To us members of the Glasgow gang, you are nothing at all. No. Bard still likes her. Delphine still. It's just you, man. It's only one guy. But we have to work together. Only then can we survive the war. You sure are clever, Vina. We don't plan to stop anything, and you have no good reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for your loyal, lofty ideals. You lot and the nobles are at war with the Sarkaz, fighting over something that could have never thought about my whole life. And us utterly defenseless commoners, we're pushed here by just the slightest ripple of your war. Yes, for the sake of keeping my head, I will first resist the urge to strangle you to death. You lot can stay here and go with your magnificent plan to save this neighborhood or the whole damn country. Or you can finish your business and leave quietly just as you arrived. I have no thoughts of any of this, your royal highness. Am I even qualified to ask? No. I am only a member of the Glasgow gang, and the Vina you know. Then we wait and see, Vina. She is. She doesn't have the crown. She doesn't have a castle. No really loyal subjects. Nothing. She's the same as you, Carta. A little bit more better position because she works for a pharmaceutical company, but that's the only reason she's in a better position than you, bud. It's because she works. Phew. I told you before, Mr. Clobbert. Loading up supplies and throwing them out was not a good idea. It is indeed different from what I imagined, Priscilla. I thought this would somehow help a few people. They could have swiped one of two can of beans, and they could make it last until the next distribution. I should have made should I have even made this public? It would have ended the same, Mr. Colbert, or maybe even worse. Even if they were pretending to be polite before, you should probably hide somewhere safe with the way things are now. It's good that you have some life-saving supplies, but take a guess. Would you look like a saint or a devil in their eyes? Ha! I am a Sarkaz in the first place. They are telling the truth. As the last heir in the throne, the dukes are following her orders and are about to launch an assault here. I'm sure you're not one of those street punks who believes in those legends. We all know how the king died. Whoever they are, they've helped us greatly, so we should. Talk with them, right? Miss Anise? Miss Anise? We should go on about this in a gentler... Huh? You're the one from before. Believe us, we mean no harm. We just want to talk. Do you think I'd believe you? A hooded mystery, a Sarkaz mercenary, and a calm? Your claim of being in cahoots with the Alas King? Anything is possible. I never expected I'd get another identity for myself here. What are your plans? You're both from the Sunset Street Hotel, right? Seems like these two know their secret channel well. A kindly Sarkaz mercenary gave us some supplies. It's not much, but I think... Let's not be hasty, sir. We can talk about this. We also have an attractive proposal for both of you. Fine. It doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're serious about helping us out of Beteris. Beteris? Dun dun. So this hotel is still standing? I thought it was completely ruined from the outside. I could spend 5 hours complaining about how difficult it was to put up a facade of ruin. We just want to avoid trouble. Mr. Clobbert here isn't the fighting sort. I hope you won't blame me, but I just want to maintain the dignity of this hotel. It used to be a great place. I worked here my whole life, so I couldn't bear to see my hard work burned to ash. You think all those people wanted their homes to be burned to ash? Or piles of rubble? I understand, Mr. Clobbert. I remember what it used to look like. Those dazzling crystal chandeliers, passionate doorbell men and waiters, and those generous suits, or gorgeous suits. Not to mention those beautiful flags hanging on the doors. Flags? I see. You were once a valued guest of our establishment. That was many years ago. We can talk about these things later. I hear there's a Sarkaz mercenary giving you food. Yes, a young girl who calls herself Paprika. I have a feeling it's not an easy matter for her. Paprika? Do you know the mercenary by the name, niece? I saw a brief from Elysion's mission in Heiberg, and the name came up. I remember now. She let Catherine go. Manfred apprehended her. I thought she was already dead. So you're saying this is genuinely a kind Sarkaz? No. This means that food supply is probably within the scope of Manfred's plans. The military commission needs the people of Newport to stay alive, for now at least. What are they waiting for? We don't have time to care about the Sarkaz plans, Rhodes Island. I know this hotel houses a communication station, and I need to use it. What are you planning to do? Contact the Dukes and have them provide backup. So your story about that Her Royal Highness was faked after all? You gave the people of Newport a phony promise. We're working hard to make it a reality. As long as we get a broadcast out, the Dukes won't sit idly by. This I can assure you. You believe in those nobles that much? I just believe in their ambition. And what about after your broadcast? There's no way to encrypt the frequency here, so the Sarkaz are going to hear it too. Miss Vina told me that she and the Glasgow gang will organize an operation to break through the blockade walls. Should they manage it, there should be a secret passage leading outside. They've used it before. So we just have to hold out until the Dukes launch their assault. And how long will we need to hold out? Under 4 hours. You sound certain. After leaving this area, this is a battlefield after all. That's a problem for later. There's no way we can plan for everything in advance. We just have to escape this place, and then what happens after will surely... Just a second. Are there any other guests in this hotel? No, of course. It's just me, Pervilla, hiding here these days. The shadow is expanding. Hiding yourself and follow me. But, Miss Anise, don't drag me. Come with me if you want to live, Delphine Wildemere. What? How did you? You'll want to leave here too. What? What's going on now? Mr. Clobbert, do as they say. Dr. Glaceavana, you... Leave it to me. You should have a good chat with Miss Delphine. This concerning Rhodes Island's future. I get it. Want a chair, sir? Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, oh, is this like a Sarkaz in the shadows? Are we gonna find a new teammate? A new ally? No, it's just the Triple Asher. No need. I prefer to stand. You've got me into quite a bit of trouble, Doctor of Rhodes Island. The identity of Her Royal Highness Alexandria is an extremely sensitive matter in Victoria, and you should have been well aware of this. I had thought we came to a tactical understanding in this matter. But well, let us put that aside for the moment. Might you introduce me to that hasty blue-haired lady who just left? I would like to make her acquaintance. Perhaps even share a dance with her. Huh? Do you got the hots for her? Are you threatening her?
How nostalgic.
Just know I am clueless.
Enemy engaged.
I'm a professional,
Let's end this quickly.
hopeless romantic.
The situation
Professional.
is crystal clear.
Oh, shit, the innocent.
Make your as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
At least this one I'll be able to figure out much faster. Oh, can they? Oh my god, I can't block enough, can I?
I am your
I hate this. Genuinely hate this.
Great my hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed.
Okay, that one's good. That's a good guy. You know? Oh, look, all three of those guys are good guys. I hate you.
Any orders for me?
I don't really care about you anymore.
Make your decision. Hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned.
I'm putting Wang.
thou strayed upon.
Wayne, get him. Wayne, get him.
Do we have my idoling?
Wayne, get him. Wayne, you're not getting him fast enough. Oh.
Great ma. Wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
Alright, I think I can win this now. Oh, evil, good, good. Oh my god, why is everyone who's evil gets right next to... It's so brash, goddamn.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take
Why
him
does this
down.
sound so loud? Right, like the voices sound so loud. Oh no, god damn it.
Great ma. As ice yield. Warmongering is.
I don't know what happened, why all the voices sound extra loud in comparison to previous. But I will have to fix that literally after this mission, apparently.
I'm dead anyway. I'm taking you with me.
But I'm not crazy, right? Like, their voices just sound way louder than normal. Maybe it is me going crazy. You guys could tell me if I'm crazy. But it sounds like they definitely are louder in my head, at least. Is that Triple Ashers? No, right?
Make your
Are they
decision.
about to become my real enemies?
Ne'er thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
Don't mess with W, buddy.
Hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou
Alright,
strayed.
W, just start nuking.
So sad.
W, don't think. Just start slaughtering them. We already know these two are good. This one's evil. Are you gonna be evil?
Make your decision as ice yields
Oh,
to
this is not
gentle
even the
warmth's
end.
embrace.
Oh, this is not even the end. I thought this was over.
Don't panic. Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
I don't even know if I had to do that. We can just go down this
Thy
this
trampling
point.
of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue. Simply ply my insist on struggling.
Yeah, I don't think the enemies are gonna be able to do much at this point. Especially not with this. Yeah, that was the end. Alright, let's fix the
Has
volume
this
of the
battle
voices.
left
They're
you
so loud.
unsatisfied? I eagerly anticipate seeing you dictate the flow of an even grander chessboard.
The same arrangement as last time.
That was not what I wanted to click.
You don't
No.
tell anyone I'm here, and you provide me with a blanket.
So we're gonna turn sound
this
effects
one's my
to
favorite. You actually remembered?
65.
It's like we're of one mind
And then
when it
voices
comes
to 81.
sneaking away for a nap.
I think that's reasonable. Right? Operator, what happened? Wait, what the hell? When'd you get this? Oh, you want me to click on it? Oh, I don't wanna. Final round. I got a new medal. Guys, I got a medal. It says I participated. Yay! One more level.
Are you sure I need to watch these? Back in
Yes.
Kasdel, you used to lead my people.
I should check, but it didn't sound that loud anymore.
Oh, this? This is something I knitted for Enzia's birthday in my spare time. It's like
Enzia's?
when I was little. Father and I would knit new cloaks or scarves for the entire family every 3 years.
This sounds
I
better.
know what you want to ask,
She's also
but
quieter
please
character.
don't.
Let's put on someone who's louder. Where's Haruka? Haruka is so loud.
What is a miracle, you ask?
God damn it.
Who knows? Perhaps a gust of night wind.
Just gonna assume
Or
74
a
works.
beautiful rainbow, so long as it inspires the devout and puts fear
Hey,
into
hey,
the
hey,
heart
hey,
of
hey.
sinners.
I see what you're doing there.
When you feel
No.
troubled
Advice.
and know not
Advice.
what to do,
Advance.
pray, and the divine in your heart shall give you strength.
So, we're about to get this. This is what we get next, if we can complete this mission. 12, 13. I think someone told me it was like 20-something stages, so I'm gonna say we're like halfway. Would halfway be a good guess? Alright, let's see. Oh, whoa, 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 what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm placing you. But it looks... It's another one of these missions. I know I'm going to destroy these by accident. Maybe we can avoid destroying this one. This one we might be able to avoid. If I can avoid destroying this one, but destroy these other three, I think I'll be fine. Train and enemies will differ in places. Well, thanks for that. Okay. Yeah, I expected that.
さあ始めましょう。今宵のマスカレードを。
Don't keep me waiting.
The situation is crystal clear.
So you're gonna destroy this
Great
because I
minds
placed you here?
think alike. Make your as ice
Shit.
yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
Okay. That does
If
suck.
I make it back in one piece, I win.
This one's fine. I'm fine with being destroyed. I'm already planning for this one
迷
to
っ
be
てい
gone,
る
you
暇は
know?
ありませんわよ。
Great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed
It's already in
ground
the original
shall beget
plans.
bitter rue.
I don't like that though.
A battlefield prep. 深呼吸. Shh. Don't make any more noise.
Okay, they're all good. Oh, but there's one guy up here now. I don't want to put Thorn here. He's gonna break it.
Do we
That's
have
it, Thorn.
my idol image? Who gives a crap about that right now?
Oh, is he gonna go damage this? He is? Okay, so they're gonna destroy it anyways. Oh, then I don't care at all.
I'll carve my name onto
They're also gonna destroy this shit? Screw it.
out there.
I don't care.
You have been drawn into my plans. Great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget.
Oh, I didn't check the name of this. I did want to check the name. I forgot.
それでも慰めを求めますよ
Wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
This mission's supposed to be a little hard. Remember that.
Go ahead. Bye-bye.
I'm feeling pretty confident. Ooh, this guy's gonna be bad. Because he's bad.
Make your decision. Hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned.
I've been...
You will not escape this dear so easily.
Come on. Let's see what tricks you jackasses kept up your sleeves.
No! Okay. These guys are assholes.
私が嫌いですわ
I don't care. The guy went through the...
How nostalgic. The situation.
Oh, that was infuriating.
Be careful. Don't get overconfident.
Yeah, give me extra energy.
Great mind. Wait, for the snow shall bury
I know that
this
was
all.
one of my bigger mess ups in the early stage. Just need you.
Make your decision as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
Gather up, my rats. Shh. Don't make any more noise. If I make it back in one piece, I win.
Okay, we should be good.
Observe the entirety of the board. There is no one point.
So
that
those
decides
the
victory.
Tribulashers suck. That's what I've learned, because they could just go through things.
Do we have... Raggedy!
Thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
I know what's better watch your step.
Yeah, the problem is you can't do anything.
Great mind as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
ドクターと私の
No, I've learned my lesson with you, ass.
私は君臨し続ける
Green? I don't know what green means. That one's new.
Great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
That guy was never gonna make it.
Awaiting orders. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
Do we have... I've been plenty of... Look at you all! Destroyed half the world, but you never figured out how to beat me.
You will not escape this dear so easily.
Okay. Your ass. No, I've learned my lesson with you. How are you so efficient at not dying? You're still dead, but you were really efficient at not doing it. Okay. I should just waste all these as fast as I can. Just so I can get more
Great minds
sooner.
advise
Like, you know, get the ability
use
back.
a gentle warmth's embrace.
Better watch your step.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down. Bye!
Okay, and
Make
now
your
I should be
decisions
fine,
as
right? We're
yields
roughly
a
in a
gentle
fine spot.
warmth's embrace.
Especially with Hoshiguma right there now.
Make your decision. Thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall be
Haven't seen any
yet
more of the
into
Ashers
ruin.
come back, so we're good. As I say that. As I literally say that.
私は君臨し続ける
The difference is here I don't care,
Decided what to call
because it
the
won't be an
near-
issue
Stay
here.
still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
As ice yields
Because it'll only go
to
past the
gentle
first guy, you know?
warmth's
Okay. 20 more enemies still, though. Oh, God, I hate these. Duh, these stupid Ashers. These triple... Ah, there he is. Another one? No?
Simply
Different
breathe
problem.
nice,
Just a different problem.
easily.
Whoa! Whoa! Whole different problem there. There's too many bodies in one tiny little corridor. They were relentless. They showed me no mercy. So, your name really is Delphine Windermere. How did you know? I guess. Fine. You guessed. 3 cheer for you. That's a triple Asher. You have the Duke of Castor behind you then. No wonder she's after the Realm Blade, She's not trying to keep her ambitions up her sleeve anymore. Looks like you lot are in far more shit situation than I thought. Is Vino really back in London to take the throne? Still up in the air. That one is still up in the air. You'd have to ask her. I don't really care. What do you like to care about then? How not to get my clothes dirty more than anything, if I had to say. Once I get back, I'll tell my mother. She'll want to keep a close eye on Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals. Turns out we were underestimating the medical organization. What? Do I not look like a doctor? No! What, do I not look like a doctor with the 50 knives? Well, I guess you're using knives. But also you're using, what are they called? The swirl knife. I don't know what the swirl knives are called, but you can see it's the swirl knife right here. And then a bunch of little blades. But those little blades, you can make the excuse. I will give those little blades an excuse because they could be like precision knives. Just weird looking, but precision knives, you know. That doesn't. The swirl knife right here, right next to my head. No. No. No, 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 no. That one, you can't escape. I'll try a little harder next time. Now, let's lay out the cards on the table, Delphine. How many men did the Duke of Weldemere deploy on this plate? I have two bodyguards, but I assume they're both dead. Just after the Sarkaz put this place under lockdown, they tried to break out with me in tow. They failed. 2 bodyguards. Very down to earth for a Duke's princess. You have eyes on that sword too. You can relax. The Duke of Weldemere is not interested in the size of kings. I can promise you that. So why are you here? Coincidence? Let me remind you, you owe me one. You're capable of leaving right now. I'm sure Sir Tribulasher would love to take a fellow Duke's successor. If the Duke of Windermere, fighter of the good fight, knew her own daughter got into an accident on a Sarkaz surrounded plate, what would she do? I imagine any duke would love to see her competitor take the first turn in fighting Thressus to the last man. Of course, I could be too mean theorizing about him. He's still outside. Maybe he'll invite you for afternoon tea. I'll be totally frank, Miss Anise. Your arts have saved my life. I can't argue that. But me being trapped here really is a coincidence. Every duke has their own intelligence network in London, whether it's to monitor the Sarkaz movements, to peep at what other dukes are doing. If we're being completely honest, the latter's more important than former. I simply thought Norport brought would be a suitable place to hide. To go further, an AWOL Crown heir, once part of the Glassglow gang, would be a very meaningful source of intel for you. Exactly. Me and Bard just liked going to the same video shop. My guess is the fact Vina can wander around Newport with the Sigh of Kings and hasn't been stopped or hasn't been shopped off together with the sword. Hasn't been shipped off together with the sword to meet the Duke of Casters. I literally read it as shopped and I went like, what does that mean? That, like, they're shopping for her? Like they're buying her at, like, the convenience store? Shipped makes way more sense. Way more sense. So my brain just wasn't connecting there. I'll be honest with everyone. My brain didn't process the correct path. Path of least resistance? I took the most resistance. That's because our Tribulasher wants to use your group's power to settle some of his own problems, right? You're looking for the airship. It's true, no Duke would resist the temptation. Even I wanted to know how the Sarkaz constructed a flying fortress. It'll upend how the future of wars are fought. You people really love these wars. I think a Sarkaz mercenary would be just as passionate. Okay, fine. I do owe you one. So what does Rhodes Island House of Darling Doctors plan to use my life for? Like I just said, I've got no bodyguards or troops I can send out there for you here. Be as disappointed as you want, Miss Anise. I can't help you, your friends, or that Tribulasher in any of your issues. We can handle our men and the landship ourselves just fine. Then what do you want? You know full well that I'm worth to the Duke of Casters, but you still rescue me? You're not telling me you helped me a bunch just because that kind and good person you are. Sorry, but no. Worth asking. It'll be hard for us to compete with the Duke's power, I'll grant you that. And compared to Rhodes Island, I'm afraid the Duke of Castor has more of her energies focused elsewhere. I trust you can talk your mother into helping out here. That's a very high asking price. You want the support of my mother stepping up so you can break free from the Duke of Castor's control? You know what a tightrope act that's going to be? Unfortunately, that's the only choice our House of Darling Doctors has. Chapter 3? No, still chapter 12. I need to finish chapter 12, though. Chapter 13's next, though. Or do you mean number or the third 12 13? Yes. It's episode 12. I guess this is a chapter. I don't know. In my head I always call everything a chapter because every game does it, but in Arknights they call them episodes. So I guess episode 12, the 13th section, 13th chapter, 13th whatever you want to call it. Doctor. Why are you saying doctor? Wasn't I just talking to Tribulasher, or am I back? Did I already come back? I don't know if their talks with the hotel are going smooth or not. Okay. Maybe I should have gone with them. Don't worry, Anise. Amia. Miss Anise isn't going to put the doctor in danger. Besides, we're just borrowing their comm station. I know, and I know the sick here need me more. We nailed down a specific evacuation time before they left. We need to withstand a counterattack from the Sarkaz barracks. As long as the Dukes and Sarkaz open fire on each other, the chance is ours to take. The plan will go smoothly. Yeah, I'm just somewhat uneasy. There's something here that's sniffling me, the stifling me. I don't know what it is. At first I thought it was just how heavy the atmosphere was in Norport, and after that I thought Thresso was waiting to show me something again. But it doesn't seem like either of those. Mia, when I was aboard the land ship, I met someone you called you the King of Sarkaz. They were Sarkaz themselves. Does that mean you clearly aren't Sarkaz? Do you hope to be a ruler who can lead her subjects, or a hero who could spearhead the charge? Ooh, that question. Mia's already kind of a ruler of Rhodes Island. But she is technically the Lord of Fiends. Lord of Sarkaz, Lord of Fiends, whatever you want to call her. Whatever you think the proper name is. Siege runs a light hand over the Sigh of Kings. At her side, the blade is still ice cold as ever. I don't know, Siege. I have to confess. There was a future Thressa showed to all of this. I still firmly believe that the future she recounted is worth living for, more than anything else. But she gave the crown to me, yet didn't tell me just how I should arrive there, and how she's stood opposing us. I can only try to convince myself that this is her way of testing me. I haven't actually decided how I'll face her. What will she say to me? How will she look upon what I'm doing? Will the path I chose for myself disappoint her? I don't know if I am someone worth handing the authority of the King of Sarkaz. But still, you choose to undertake that duty. I worry myself that I cannot be the person they're all expecting. The hero who can cleave apart catastrophes, the monarch who can unite the citizenry. How am I meant to do that? How am I meant to respond to hope that heavy? Tear down the wall? Or persuade a few nobles? Shout to the people? Or use silence to display my majesty? I'm not good at any of that. And Gawain never taught me it either. I spent the most of my time in the Glassglow gang, beating up rowdy drunks, running with my friends to help them shake the coppers. That's all I knew. That's all you need to know to be a queen. Do you know the darkest parts of your king? I guess you don't know the politics of the upper, right? That's going to be your biggest fight. It's fighting the politics of the people above you. It's always the more difficult part. And I learned a few things at Rhodes Island. But that wasn't going to help me figure out what I should do. I thought it'd click when I came back. You thought, oh, I'm back. I know exactly how to be the king. That's not how that works. But once Morgan took the lead on the people here, calling me Her Royal Highness, I still couldn't find a thing to say. I don't know what to do. I'm so glad it was just a temporary trick to keep everyone placated. But then, what if I do genuinely take that road? I just couldn't ignore how those people were suffering. That's all it was. And now, it's become this siege. Perhaps that's... Oh my god. That much is enough. Thresser once told me that the King of Sarkos wasn't a duty. I too just didn't want to turn away. Huh. And we're back to you. You little Tribby Asher. Doctor of Rhodes Island. Do you like your job? So-so. Does the question need such protracted thought to answer? Regardless, I can't say I like mine. Nobody's born in love with all the jockeying and maneuvering. I know I wasn't. If it was possible, I'd use my noble name to buy a bigger plot of land in some far-flung country, and while away my afternoons by the fireplace, with a small tusk beast to keep, ideally in a forest behind the manor, for walks and pondering questions of literature and poetry and such. Damn, you're a little bit of a philosopher over here, you little Tribble Asher. You really have some deep thoughts here. I'm ashamed to say I am a lousy poet. Well, you know what? Roses are red, violets are blue. You can be a poet. You just need to try to. I don't know. I'm not a good poet either, buddy. Sometimes I get practice works of mine published in the London Daily's literacy supplement. Dude, he's published in a daily paper, but he's a published guy. The man before you fiddles with his hat, almost visibly embarrassed. The critics take no notice, but it sends me over the moons. Though, you gotta be happy with every little thing. You got public. You're in a paper, you know? Still, we know that's not an easy life to make real. The ideal never is. This is the age we've been cast into. All we can do is act in the way it educates us to. Tell me, who was here just now? The Rhodes Island operator? You know who I mean, Doctor of Rhodes Island. How about this? We can make a deal on the side. You bring that operator of yours out of this hotel and continue with your own mission as previously discussed. Then once it's done, I'll give you and Her Royal Highness Alexandria a referral to the Duke. Not as a pawn or a hostage, but as a guest and a friend. We're worth working closer with. you can be assured to forever honor her commitments as a tenet of her ladyships. You're more interesting than a Victorian. You're more interested in Victorian than a Sarkoz? Wait. You're more interested in a Victorian than a Sarkoz? Of course. We're in Victoria after all. Don't be fooled by her appearance. Do you really think this plate is more than a lovable little Sarkoz-built prison cell? I don't think this place is lovable. It's not pretty, it's not lovable. Kind of smells really bad, like rotting corpses. And there's a rotting corpse probably outside here. And you can't really get rid of the smell. Fine. Miserable then. Suit yourself. While you're occupied with proclaiming yourself the royal heirs apparent to Victoria in giving the infected their jabs, I'll be busy anyhow. There are common Londonman folk in torment here. But those aside, there are a great number of people taking care to cover their tracks. People with ulterior motives. The Duke I serve wishes sincerely that Victoria regains its glory after it strides over the coals. But some aren't envisioning. Oh my god, why am I so dumb? Envisioning the same thing. I have to root them out. It's another part of my work. While saving the citizens here is nothing to do with you. Let me guess. You're ready to pull from the textbook of criticizing me. So no, it is not something to do with me. I pray wholeheartedly that every person may live in peace and good health. But it's not possible, is it? Some people can cling to the now, tweaking every little thing by themselves, but some have... Oh my god. Some have weightier callings to undertake, even if it's not what they wish for, such as seeking a future where a nation can find its footing. I respect the former type, but all the same, I hope you wouldn't reject the latter. Every duke could claim the same thing. They all think they're seeking a future for the nation. That's the source of the disaster Victoria's in now. I won't deny it. Some superficials would say the dukes are merely contesting over authority and advantage. It appears you're not one of them, Doctor of Rhodes Island. Authority is only a means, and advantage is a tool. What the dukes are truly vying over are the qualifications to lead this country to the future. Victoria has been dust laid for long enough. And the Sarkoz will be the sandpaper that wipes Victoria clean. With some polishing, our nation will shine with glory again. You really are a lousy poet, Mr. Tribble Asher. I see you're finally here, Miss Anise. I thought I wouldn't catch you in time.
You always
Oh, that was
win,
the end.
just like the old days. But
I-
this time, your joy is real.
That complete shock. I was like, oh. Do I want to do the next part? I think I want to do the next part. I think we can get to 17 today. Am I confident in getting 17? You know, it depends how long things are. It will always come down to how long chapters are. Or section, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them chapters. Chapters seems like a good name for them. But I do get this. Or maybe we'll only get to like 15. And that's fine too. Maybe 14 is going to be the last one we do. Maybe 16 will be the last one we do, and it'll be funny because then the next one we'd unlock something. Because like last time, what? So we did 12-4 the first time, and then we got to 12-10. So we were so close to 13, so maybe we do the same. I don't know. Oh, this is a tiny... It's going to be like a rush mission. Feels like this is a rush mission. Shadowing Trivial Ashers have increased AP. Range tiles are no longer available. Oh. Wait, all range tiles? There weren't many to start with. Oh, you shit. You little shit. Oh, you evil little bastards. How am I supposed to... Well, we'll figure this out. We will figure it out. Probably the hard way, but we will figure it out. Or maybe this one mission will take us forever just because of the gameplay. Because that sounds very hard to do. Right now, I remember. That's the Rhodes Island uniform. Mr. Guard has a set of it. And my memory serves, Miss Sue went to some Rhodes Island after leaving Culloden too. They should be a good bunch. Why help Miss Sue otherwise? And they're helping the infected here too? It's tough being the good ones. The good ones always choose too much responsibility for themselves. 3 decades later. All while some responsibilities were meant for anyone to bear. Poor Rhodes Island. Maybe they even went down the wrong path from square one. Just like Nine said, injections and tablets won't solve orpathy. The body can hurt less, but otherwise won't change the way they look at you so easy. Wait, are you from, Reunion? 9? And then I see the orange... Wait. Golden Glow? Oh! Oh, Golden Glow. Oh, that's kind of cool. He's Reunion! That's Reunion! I just realized, I just put the colors together. Because they're orange, white, and black. That's what he's wearing. We need to force them to see us. To hear our voices. To admit we're not just sores and ucklers on them. What do you think? You've been with me long enough, friends. Any brilliant ideas what I just mentioned? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of shit working behind the scenes. Because when he said that, I went like, okay, there's a Sarkaz, right, on this plate. All the Duke's agents. But now Dublin, Reunion. Dude, this... How many people here are actually civilians? Reunion. You aren't part of our objective. So I'm guessing we can keep doing each to our own. Fine, leave then. I didn't want to see you anyways. Well, since Dublin is in the mix now, it's about time I get them evacuated. Ugh. If I had a little more time, I could have talked a few more people over. For now, let's go rendezvous with her. Dude, holy shit, it is just... Dude, we're playing the Hunger Games here. There are so many sides. And none of them are working together. So the Reunion guy doesn't want to work with Rhodes Island, even though they're all trying to save the civilians. The Dukes don't want to hurt the civilians, but they don't want to actively save them because it's just so much work to save them. So you have the Dukes, Reunion, Rhodes Island, Dublin, and the Sarkaz. Fucking 5 different factors. We're playing a game of 5 different factors. And if you really want to add, we technically have a 6th one being the civilians. They're not really going to fight, but they're there too. Anyone else? Is it just 5? Plus civilians? Yeah. There might be another faction I'm just not thinking of. You call yourself a poet? Miss Anise. Another marvelous insight to share. I've met a few poets before, all far better than you, because they never misuse their metaphors. Dust sandpaper. Out of this plate, this nation, even the entire land itself, who's the dust and who's the sandpaper? And how are you qualified to decide who is who? Or doesn't do metaphors in any way. It's not some terrific journey. It's not some furnace for glory once again. It's not some ship sailing for revival. It's just people struggling in mud, arms broken in ruins, stenches that never fade. That's all it is. I know that better than anyone. I don't know. I'm technically, like, you know, the corps are here. Glassglow Gang is technically their own separate entity. Technically each duke, there's so many dukes and none of them are working. Actually, the dukes aren't even a subfact. They are not sub-factions. Each duke is their own faction, technically. Like, overall, they say the dukes, but the dukes are trying to get above each other, so they will, like, try to put another duke at a disadvantage to show that they were doing more. So technically, each duke is their own army. Because they will not cooperate with each other, and I think everyone knows that. They're not going to cooperate with each other. It just doesn't fit the duke, what the dukes are about, and what we've learned about every duke. None of them want to work together. They're not friends. They're not teammates. They each have their own objective, their own goals. I know that better than anyone. We can set aside our differences for now. I respect the view of a veteran mercenary. But I do need an answer as to my proposal for prompting from a pawn to a friend. And he's here. What was Delphine's response? She's agreed. As long as both we and her can leave this place alive. She's already left for the comm station. The broadcast will be out immediately. There's a shame. We didn't need to go that far. You've turned down an invitation from Victoria. The Duke of Casters can't stand for all of Victoria. She will. Is this one of your little schemes too? Delphine, what are you doing? Run there! Oh, shit! You. What a Clodomus local. Could I refer you to Captain of the Red Steel Guard or the Brigadier of Dublin? Such a surprise to see your people here. Okay, so Dublin's made their moves. I think the story is going to start... I think each section is going to start getting longer. Just because the action is starting to pick up, factions are starting to make little moves towards each other, you know? So this is kind of the perfect time for everyone to start. Finally! An end of the slog. Delphine and that doctor will sort out the comm situation, right? It'll all go smooth. And then we need to leave Norport. Figure out where you're off to after. Dunno. Anyone mucking in a Norport gang either came out of an orphanage or plain lost and you want to fall back on. Goes for us too, pretty much, I figure. There'll be a way. We'll find some way to feed ourselves. Ha! Maybe I'll go off and join those rust hammers. They love to tell stories about them, don't they? Won't catch me dead being a Duke's estate refugee at any rate. Down on my knees begging those ivory tower shits for my bowl of gruel. This guy really doesn't like him. Cardo. I know. You think I'm still on about some naive shit. Well, let's knock the daylights out of these Sarkaz. Out of the Sarkaz was. Bard, I've lost enough living through it, all of this. I can't just abandon the final specs I still have. All this pain, this torment, if it turns me, crushing me soft after that, then I may as well be dead in an alley. It's maybe hard to criticize being crushed, Cardo. Nobody's actually got a spine of steel. During the day, I went to the video shop in McLaren. Wasn't there fighting over that luggage thing of supplies, so I thought he might have had an accident. He always thinks everyone's up to something, the weirdo. You've gone and drunk plenty of his squash, haven't you? Fine, then. May he live forevermore. He alright? He's still alive? Front of the video shop was wrecked. I'd guessed he's been raided a bunch. I tried calling for him, but no response, so I thought he was hiding somewhere else, until I saw him. Through his window, all nailed shut. Just a crack left, saw his eye. Bulging out of their sockets, covered in blood, terrified, desperate. Didn't dare look at him again. I don't think he came out of there anymore. You say soft, you call them that. But we know we're not far off ourselves. Ha! We still have a chance to save all of this. It'll be tough. We'll have to survive the Sarkaz. Sarkaz's likely counterattack, and then the artillery from the Duke's forces. But it's not all impossible. Right now, we need to figure out what moves the Sarkaz barracks are going to make against us. Anyways, on time to encourage us and remind us what we need to do, Your Majesty. How reliable of you. There's a faction of bandits that live in the wilderness. Oh, okay, see? The game didn't explain that. I didn't know the Rust Hammers were just, like, some bandits. He'd be a good bandit. You know what? He'd be a good bandit. I thought he was like a construction company or something. But from gang to bandit, it still fits his vibe. Card, though. Oh, might I have the privilege of your orders again? I'm wondering, what would you say a king is? What? You want me in your vassal? No. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm just Vina of Glassglow Gang. I just realized I never honestly thought about that question before. Maybe I'm clueless. Maybe I'm clueless how, aside from all that praise about honor, majesty, what the king is to you. No, to us. As a thing that exists. It doesn't. It's nothing. No kings ever meant shit to us. I'm happier giving my respects to the tuck shop owner who does a discount for me when I've not got enough money in my purse. You have a purse? Victoria's always had a king, since ancient times. Yeah? And who were they? Because I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not some hoity-toity Alas or Draco. I've never met one either. If they're nowhere except a few names in a book, then I know Chief Vato off the Saraka's restaurant ads better than I do them. We haven't had a king for how many years? Our lives. Any worse? Yes. Well, IS-1 no longer exists, right? IS-1 no longer... That was the one that no longer exists? That was like the test one that disappeared? But also, let's keep in mind, buddy, the situation you're in right now is because you didn't have a king. Because the Sarkaz took over, because they killed your king. Or, I don't know if they killed it directly, but, you know, they were part of the... I imagine they were part of the collusion. So yes, your life has literally gotten worse without a king. Directly gotten worse because you didn't have a king. But I really doubt it's anything to do with whether we've got a king or not. Don't care if it's you or whatever heavyweight taking the throne. You're not gonna be looking us down here in the eye. Oh, okay. So they show up more. By your definition, a foolish king gets lost in banquets and wine, while a wise king draws up wars and taxes. If you ask me, it's ego chasing no matter which way. The vanity of thinking you can control everything, full stop. Siege, everyone in Norport's bowing down to you as their one hope. So you tell me, you having fun? You think saving them is your glorious bloody calling? I've never say calling. Never. Just you think you've got some kind of responsibility, like they're watching you and you need to answer them? Some bloody mess you're in. Poor old Royal Highness. I'd ask, but you know full well, are they willing to pin their insight on you because you're a member of a street gang? Or because you've become a bombshell of a surname Victoria? I'll be frank. I've just as much been hoping for someone to save all this. Save us all from these bloody endless crespit. And who's going to do that? Quit dreaming. Daring to bear the responsibility, a fine mortal thing that helps us muck our way in the street, Siege. But don't give people false hope that a king with that king persona. And don't ever buy that they were right to accept this shit of your silence the day you were born. Got visitors. Do we do them in? Don't jump to anything. We don't want to tip them off. We just need a grasp of how they're deployed for now. Something's off. Be on high alert. You lot. Don't get the wrong idea, sir. We're not here for trouble, just passing by. Bard, didn't you say don't tip them off? Shit, I didn't do anything. This blood. He was already badly injured. He was fleeing this way. Someone in the lockdown take him task? Take him... Wait, what? Take him to task. Take him to task? That's a weird way of saying that. Weird way of writing it. Don't think so. Not like we haven't tried before. Maybe there's a chance to take 1 or 2 out, but this is a whole army keeping us in here. Even if a sneak attack goes well, they'll retaliate fast, unless... Is it usually this quiet around here? From atop the zone's walls, searchlights throw down beams of death, pale white. They're well versed in the odor that pervades Norport. But here, the smell of fresh blood fills the air. Get out of here fast. We need to gather every citizen we can still find on this plate. But we still don't have word from Miss Anise and the doctor. We'll just have to assume for now their side is going smooth. Someone's already made a move here. It feels like Dublin's the one making the move, right? You sure? I'm sure. That's a lesson. She's not part of the objective. That's fine. She'll make the call herself. Huh? Damn it. The door here's been sealed. Doctor, stay behind me. Everyone, a warm welcome to the Sunset Street Hotel. We haven't had many esteemed visitors in a long while time. Clobber, I told you to stay hidden. Not receiving guests at the door would be a failure as the owner of a hotel. I'm very sorry for how limited we are under present conditions. I'd have some complimentary tea brought out to you all, otherwise. Is there anything I might be able to help you with? Do you have normal water then? I'm, a bit thirsty actually. That I can serve you, Miss Delphine. Old Welton wasn't willing to let this place off after all. Nor Duke Castor. Would you allow me to leave now? You and that blue-haired feline are staying. I imagine the Duke of Castor and the Duke of Wellington have an unspoken agreement on the standing off against Sarkaz's front. And as of the goals of each one of us, some unspoken agreement too. I simply obey the orders I receive. Are all Tarans as drudgery as you? My sense of humor is reserved for my friends. Wonderful. I love making friends. Being fellow Victorians, why don't we start by complaining about the weather? Yes, the weather. London has been horrible, and it's only getting worse. We actually saw the sun some days ago. 40 years ago? Our hotel was much better then than now, too. What an incredible place it was. I still remember to this day when I first came on as the doorman. I hear back then when the Dukes loved staying here. Your presence isn't needed, Sarkaz. Sir, I am truly sorry, but it's my hope you'll regard me as a Victorian much like yourself. We are all the people of Victoria. What need do we have for tensions like this, no? We're to see a Sarkaz identify himself as a Victorian. Isn't your case much along the same lines? as mine, miss. Us Sarkars living outside of Cosdale have to find a home for ourselves, don't we? I'm afraid most Sarkars don't think so. Hence why there's always some despondents so weary. In my view, well, I've lived here all my life, and every wall and every floor is familiar one to me. Far more familiar than Cosdale, so far away. Pardon my negligence these days, but I'd hope every table spotless by myself in older times. I was proud of my work. You really should have seen what it was like back then. Oh, different times. They put me under the illusion that days like those would last forever. But times like those came to an end. Priscilla, it really is a shame you came to work here after the palace declined. To be honest, I don't really care that much. If it was as ravaged by war and shaken to rubble as everything else now, honestly, I might be taking things better myself. What hurts me is, on an afternoon like this, like all the afternoons that used to be, I finished wiping the tables, lifted my head, and it suddenly hit me how old everything around me was. And I was clueless how it ever happened. I don't care about your backstory, old man. I'm sorry. I get it, he's trying to explain that Sarkars can live in, like, normal areas. I don't care.
Go. I can't keep hesitating like this.
Everything is under control.
This is gonna suck, though. Be honest with me, this mission's gonna suck.
The trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
時間は待ってくれませんよ
Especially this place.
Great Mother's ice yields to gentle warmth.
So here's the nice thing, right? I can put Thorn out here really quick.
No tardará mucho.
Just so we have him out. He's good. He's a good boy. That was a weird way to say it.
Picked out
Put
your
you
bait
here.
yet?
Great Mother's ice yields.
So at least
to
you can
gentle
start spotting
warmth's
them way ahead.
embrace.
You're not going to do much else but spot them for now, but if you can get them... That's kind of what I was hoping.
Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah.
Awaiting order. This is the destreza of Iberia.
Yeah, but you guys are already like so known.
Great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed
Oh, but this
ground
guy's gonna be
shall
bad.
park. Nah,
この黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
Oh, but they're being seen because of this whole fiasco.
Picked out your bait yet? I know what kind of
Give me
sacred
money,
corpse
but it
is
doesn't even
shadow.
matter. I can't summon
No one
anyone
will find
else. Hooray! I can't summon a teammate!
great mind, thy trampling of this hallowed park. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed upon.
Yeah, you're all good. Run home.
Time for me to... What a pity.
Okay. This mission shouldn't be too bad. It's just kind of annoying not being able to have any of my ranged... Oh, you...
Any orders for me?
Oh, this.
Make your thy trampling of this
I
hallowed
already
ground
feel him.
shall beget bitter rue.
Not.
Great mark. Wait for the
Better watch your step.
We're not killing this. God damn it.
guileful moves indeed. Another game. What
I
say
hate
you?
this mission. I genuinely hate that mission. Alright, let's see. You. 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 Oh, you definitely. Oh my god, I almost forgot you. And you.
チームワークが試される時ですわ。
Alright, this is our team. God, this mission sucks. It sucks for the
Move
reason
out.
of, like,
I'll make sure no one gets left behind.
you can't have healers or anything, so I just need to have bodies that I can
Everything is under
replace
control.
if things hit the fan.
Make your thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
But I know this guy's good, so we can just let him pass. Actually, I know the first three guys are good.
Make your wait for the
Yeah, I still
snow
wanna put
shall
you
bury
here.
this all.
This time I
Picked
can
out your
change
bait
things
yet?
up, you know. Oh my god, she has the wrong ability.
Make your decision fast.
No tardará mucho.
Make your as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
And I can just throw gravel just to do that, like, you know, freeze and just help out.
Great hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed upon.
I know what nothing can mask
Yeah.
the scent of
Yeah.
despair.
Just give me the money.
Vermin.
Then we can put a healer here, right?
Not a bad position.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. This is the destreza of Iberia.
Wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down.
Great hark.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will
Come on.
find it.
Come on. Come on, push up. Come on. Oh, it's Thorn also the... God! It's because a lot of them got leveled up
Fight for
recent.
yourself.
Oh, so many people have the wrong
Make your
skills.
wait.
I think I should
For the
still win this
snow
even
shall
without them
bury
having the
this
right
all.
skill, you know?
Time for me to not scared.
Toshiguma has the right
You've
skill though.
got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Silver Ash has the right skill.
For the snow shall bury this all.
You can't hide your fear.
It's not even like at all her good skill.
Wait, for the snow
Holy
shall
shit, she
bury
got
this
killed.
all.
At your call. Face me!
Make your wait, for the
Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
I know I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
great hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed upon.
Oh, I don't like that.
All evil.
Oh, I see who it is.
Ne'er hast thou questioned.
Oh my god.
Strength.
Yep. Okay. People had the wrong skills. Oh, the people had the wrong skills. Okay, see? Things have changed. We went from it only had an ending or a beginning. Like, it only you either did the story and then the gameplay and then it was over, or you did the gameplay and then the story. We're back to story, gameplay, story for the missions. We're back. We've made a full cycle. Morgan's brought a few people back already. They're getting their medicine now. Dagda and Hannah are looking for anyone who might still be hiding in the ruins. You know the state the plate's been in the past few days. Barely anyone will poke their face into the street anymore. Bet there's a good few tucked away, shivering in cubicles in some skyscraper, living off whatever scraps they can pick once it's night. Siege, you're gonna find them all? I know. I'm obviously not going to be able to save every person. But what matters is we let them know an evacuation is about to happen. Otherwise, once the Dukes start firing their artillery, the majority are going to realize that their opportunity to leave, that's their opportunity to leave, and they'll just find some way to hide even better. That's their choice. Maybe they'll end up still alive when the Sarkaz leave. But they'll need to know there are other options. Fine. Other options. There's a few places I heard signs of life from a few days ago. I hope it wasn't just wild beast digging and wreckage for eats. It's time to save everybody. Oh, not you. Morgan, what's wrong? You look funny. No, I'm fine. I'm just, just a little bit thrown. Old boy Strauss and Granny Amir got into a fight over the single jab of a first aid kit inhibitor. One of them blinded the other in the one eye. Me and Amir busted our asses getting them off each other again. But that eye's hopeless now. We didn't bring that much medicine in the first place. And everyone's gathered outside. And some of them are in an awful panic. We're worried they might get infected. Some of them haven't even realized that they are infected. Amia says she hasn't been contacted by Anise on time. She needs to check on how her and the doctor are doing. I couldn't hang around there any longer on my own. Came here to catch my breath. God damn. You're really chummy with the people you brought back. I grew up here since I was a kid, after all. I'm willing to bet not even you or Hana knows Norport as well as I do, let alone Siege. Probably some truth to that statement. You were always wandering around town back then, whenever you had nothing to do. Yeah, forget back of my hand. I know Norport like my palm. Every little crease and fold and where it goes. Vina, I was off trying to find all these people I'd know for yoinks. I tried looking for McLaren again, and it's not that he won't respond to us. He's gone deaf. I saw blood coming from his ear. I wrote a quick note for him. Should have seen it. Clear as day, but he's just went back and hid back inside. And Karsha, guy who ran the record store, used to trick me into buying awful vinyls. Just to stylist stuff. Don't know how much money I wasted at his. His leg, one of his legs is nothing like a leg should look like. God knows how he shuffled over here. Brenda and the one doing import clothes? She always lent me these fashion magazines for Lugman to read. I did some treatment on her burns for her butt. And Claire, Ellen, and Uta, I know every one of them. Vina, did I come back just so we could see all this? What the hell did we come back for? Vina, if all we can do is watch while this happens, if we don't have any way to change anything, then maybe we should have just forgotten about this place at all. You know, I read the heroes' sagas. Their terrific adventures and journeys, their chivalry and justice, defeating the evil. But anyone outside of the hero's story, just a backdrop to legends. They just exist in the story, so many main characters. Has someone to talk to, a chance to grow. I always thought that was our kind of story. I was always so bleeding proud of myself. But I know every one of them. God's sakes, I know every one of them. Like this would be some bloody outline of Monster Rex Village. Hero kills monster. It's not that simple. This isn't some stupid cliche revenge story. Vina, 20 years. I've lived with them my life. They're not names for a grievous hero to check off it out loud. They're not flashbacks they can stuff into a aside before they kill a villain. They shouldn't be. Morgan, I know what you... First of all, keep in mind, the hero never deals with the tragedy and the, like, destruction of a village. That's just never in any hero tale. But the reality is, all the people that died got murdered by the monster, the villain, or whatever. That still happens. There's still a tragedy. There's still destruction. It's just those stories don't touch upon it as much. Because it's not a hopeful story then. God damn. Also, weren't you one of the people who fought to come back here? Weren't you one of the people fighting to come back here? Like, it's crazy what you're doing, what you're saying, because you fought to be here. She wanted to come back here. Vina, Alexandria Vina Victoria, did you come back to this country to take the crown which was rightfully yours, to create an eternal legend for yet another last king? Or did you come back? Or did you do it to come back home? Vina, I'm begging you, tell me. Tell me this isn't going to be forever. You can tell me we just need to hold on a little longer. Tears fall from the face of someone Siege couldn't know any better. To her memory, she practically never seen Morgan cry outside of the video shop. Sigh of Kings, ever ice cold. The sigh of Kings is ever so silent. I'm sorry, Vina. I don't blame you or anything. I just was walking on the street and I looked up and it hit me all at once. We've lost Norport Bulge. Brog. We really have. I don't like her. I don't know. She was so stoic before, like, you know, oh, we could go save everything, and now she's done a 180, and I get it. She's finally seeing the tragedy for what it is. You know, she's seeing the reality of war and what really happens, not just, like, the cool tales and the fights. There is, like, you know, a background happening. And in her world, she didn't think about it, you know? And not many of us do think about, like, you know, yeah, war. And there's cool tales, you know, the story of King Arthur. But you also remember, like, villages were raised and pillaged normally during that time frame. So it's like, it's always going to be a dark-esque thing. Morgan, Vina, Their friends back out. The room falls silent. Like all the past liveliness and merriment that took place in here was one long hallucination, furnishing same as they were, hardly different to when they were left. Nothing remains here. Is that the end? Oh no. Aw. This is such a sad view. Over the prior days, Siege has consistently and subconsciously been feeling the sword named the Sigh of Kings. Once again, out of habit, she puts her hand on the hilt. She tries to feel some sort of energy from it, some sort of motivation, even some kind of duty or preordained self-sacrificial destiny would be fine. Again and again, she is left disappointed. What did she come back for? Just to experience all of this? Or did that expectation simply fall upon the wrong person when it chose her? Did this sword and her teacher foster too much of an illusion in her? To the point that she thought she could be some kind of symbol? Siege has never hated her own irresolution as badly as this. Morgan, maybe I came back just so I wouldn't regret it. Just so I wouldn't realize years down the line that I never did anything when I first could. I don't know where I'll go from here, but I just can't bear this. Are you gonna run away? Hey, no. Are you running away? That vibe, I can't bear this, and this is like a runaway story. Hey, come back here. Is that a fable? Mr. Cobbler? Are you attempting to describe Victoria? Fable? No. I don't like to beat around the bush when I talk. I'm just waxing nostalgic, as the old do. We have to pass the time talking about something, sitting here. May I say that I pay more attention to the furniture, Sarcasa Victoria. Taran, you make ample preparations. Presumably you've brought a considerable head count in. But on the other hand, I think you wouldn't want to be battling for life and death with us. Stay put here and behave, and nothing will happen. Are you out to monopolize the tech of that airship? And did the Duke of Castor send you to this place just to take a walk? We can share. The Sarkaz defense of the airship can't be that lax. It wouldn't be an easy mission for anyone, certainly. But if we work together, then this technology can belong to more than just a Duke. It can belong to Victoria. I don't care about Victoria. Well, it seems you've made up your mind. You spoke that our goals are quite in agreement, Synergy. In light of that, I will trouble you as little as I can, pet of Castor. Well, I think he's about to stab you. Thought you were dying to kill me a moment ago. What? Would you like me to apologize? Our mission failure will incur no more than a demotion in rank, while your life is preserved in any case. If you are insistent on commendation and promotion from Duke of Castor, you are welcome to try. Old Wellington's underlings are as stubborn as him. That much I have the privilege of seeing now. Fine, I can stay here, and I'll yield the airship technology to you. But a supplement thing in exchange. Seems you're about to reevaluate our relationship. Indeed it does, Doctor of Rhodes Island. You refused my offer of friendship. So, to being a pawn, you'll have to return. You'll be taking the Rem Blade. The Weldemer girl and Alexandria must die here. Oh! Oh my god, that is a change. You went 180. This guy just wants to kill everyone now. Guy went, I'm killing everyone. Sorry. Given in, Miss Successor. I did not receive orders to intervene in this. I'll take that as an agreement. As long as a deal has been made, the Duke of Castor forever honors her commitment. Every single one. You're no worries, Brigadier. That's our foremost tenant. Anise. Understood. Does every Victorian do that? Never ask the people in question for their opinions? I think Mr. Triple Asher, I just told you a second ago, your metaphors suck. And calling us pawns, that's a metaphor. So Rhodes Island is hanging on to ties with the Duke of Windermere and its last thread? That's not a good idea. You're on the wrong team. We don't have to pick a team to start. Then you can only wait. That Windermere girl. Is that an illusionist and a shadow arts combined? Where is she? Rhodes! Impressive rapport there, Mr. Triple Asher. It's a question of our tenants, after all. The thing about honoring commitments forever? No, a different one. Never let the winner take it all. This is all meaningless now, Taran. If this lot sends their message out, the Duke's main fleet will be forced to push in. And at that point, the airship goes to whoever takes it down. It seems none of us will be bringing home the gold. Fine. Doctor, careful. Amiya! Ah! Miss Anise, I made it. We saw the shadow outside the door. Rhodes Island. The Duke would rather not fall out with you. Then your actions just now amount to a fallout. Fine, fine. Feel free to apologize. Then may we meet again someday. Guy just tried to stab me. Dublin Army corpses. They did set up people here. Their wounds are fresh. Can't have been made long ago. Blade cuts. Some seem like they're cauterized. Who's there? The room is oppressively vacant. No one responds. Delphine grips her dagger tight. Her mother always admonished her for putting more energy into combat training than being the daughter of the Duke of Windermere of Victoria, her swordsmanship reputed. She's got the confidence to take on most enemies. Comm station should be around here. Wait, what the hell? A tangled cord of wires comes into Delphine's view, but the device meant to attach to them has vanished without a trace. All that's left on the table is a thick layer of dust. Someone came and took the comm station away beforehand, long beforehand.
Of course. The doctor's tactics are flawless.
I wouldn't say that. I would say flawed. I would say extremely flawed, to be honest with you. That's what I would claim. I would proclaim extremely flawed. But that's up to everyone else's opinion, you know. I'm not the only opinion here. But god damn. Yeah, like I thought, these are getting longer. I am loving it, though. The story's getting good. I think... I'm, like, trying to think, do I want to do the next one? I think we're going to do one more. Because I don't think we're going to get into, the war yet. You know? I don't think we're going to get into the war next one. I think it'll probably be 16 where the war really starts. Oh, never mind. I don't have the energy. Never mind. We're not doing it anyways.
Want a glass?
Change my mind. Not doing it anyways.
Just mint tea.
I was iffy if I
on, you
wanted to
think
do it,
I'm the
and then my
type to
energy
grab a
told me,
drink at this hour?
no. I need these, though. Can I do this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. How old is this? Wow. Let me tell you, this is before I had Haruka or Hoshiguma.
Let's go.
This is really old. Yeah, because I have Mountain Thorn. Oh, yeah. God, this is old. Might not be that. No, it's old. Because I would have put Haruka here if I had Haruka. To be honest, Haruka is almost the only healer I use. Well, no, I use Monster a lot, too. I do use Monster a lot. I can't even lie about that fact.
There we go.
Monster's like the second most used healer I have. And then Hibiscus or Perfume whenever I need, like, you know, a very specific style of healer.
Right?
But
I hear someone
Haruka and
crying.
Monster kind of fit those roles better. But, you know, if I need a third healer, one of those two will be it, depending on the situation.
What kind of
It's kind of
battle
rare
will
to
I
need
bring?
three healers.
Wonder.
I don't think I've come into many like points in this game where I went like, I need 3 healers right now. You know? This game doesn't require a lot of healers.
I'll show them what I can do.
So. Well, no, there's been a couple missions that rare in between, and usually it's because missions I'm either under-leveled
I
or
hear someone crying.
they kind of counter what my team is or something like the last one we just had.
Doctor, are you happy with how we did?
I'm satisfied.
You haven't weathered
Happy
one
and
bit,
satisfied are
my friend.
two sides of the same coin, right? At the end of the day. And here comes the money.
Resources received.
Not that much money. But to be honest, like, I need more of those. Okay. Well, I guess I'll screw myself. I'll go through myself then.
ドクター、今晩
Claim.
マスカレードを開きますの。ご都合がよろしければ、
And we're
ぜひ
slowly
お越し
come
にな
on.
って
Oh,
特
whoa.
等席をご用意しておりますわ。
Whoa, we got to 75 immediately. I don't have enough to get to 80, and I don't have enough of anything to get you to 80. But you're now level 75. Will I be able to promote you? No. I have no way of promoting her in any way, shape, or form. Gotcha. Promotion? Throw it out the window. Not happening. I want to, though. Oh. Loses invisibility and minus 30%. I don't. Apparently gets upgraded too, and we get this Shadow Sentry. What is Shadow Sentry? Enemies within attack range lose Oh, this is the invisibility loss. That would actually be really nice to get. Oh, I kind of want to get her to an Elite too. The problem is it's so expensive, and I don't have materials. Now, might I be able to get the materials? I would have to dedicate myself to getting this. Everything else I do have for this, at least. What about this? It'd be this. Okay, yeah. So, full honesty, it's this and this. Yeah. So I don't need that much more. So, maybe we'll get her to Elite 2. I should say, really. Oh yeah, that's true. There's about to be a new event coming up, too. You're right. I might be able to get stuff from that event. But I also could probably do this. It's not enough to do anything, but it's getting me close to that 450 goal. You disappear tomorrow, too. Yeah, I completely forgot we have a rerun tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow to continue chapter 12. We might... How much more do we have left to chapter 12? So we have to do 15. We have to... I know 17, and then 20 was the next... There's an easier way to remember this. Yeah, 20. So we have to get to 20. That's where we have to get to. Now, that's actually not that much. What, 6 missions? Plus maybe a 21, right? There might be a 21, but it's like the ending. So theoretically, 6 missions? We could do 6 missions. Theoretically, we could do 6 missions. And, you know, there's always a chance there's another one of these also. So I think tomorrow we're going to finish chapter 12. I think that's the goal. Tomorrow we're finishing chapter 12. Yeah, that's going to be the mission. Let's finish chapter 12. Because 40, 80... 40, 80... 120... 200, 240, plus a little bit of change. Okay, so there is a 21. I did not know if there was a 21. I was under the assumption 20 could either be the boss level and there's a 21, or 21 or 20 was the extra thing. That's good to know. Okay, so we have to get to 21 tomorrow. So we have to do 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 7 missions. How many did we do today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Technically, we did 5. Today, we technically did 5. That's a lot. That's a lot to do tomorrow. Oh, okay. So... Okay, if the story segments aren't long, we might be able to do it. But I don't know. Those story segments were longer, but they weren't like long, you know? But they were getting longer. They were slowly getting longer, but that doesn't mean all of them are going to be that long. Maybe that was an exceptional one, because that was a huge setup. Right? There was a lot happening in that one. But maybe the rest are just beginnings and ends, and those are way shorter just by default. So maybe we can just fly through this. Maybe tomorrow we can fly through everything. I'm gonna just hope that tomorrow we can fly. We can get everything done. Also, tomorrow is what's it called moon? The harvest? Is it called the harvest moon? The blood moon, the red moon. I think it's called the harvest moon. Anyone know what the red moon is actually named? It's tomorrow. I know it's like a lunar eclipse. I think that's the proper name. It's a lunar eclipse. Technically, I guess it's kind of no. Technically it starts at like, you know, well, I guess it depends where you are, but it usually starts from like 10 p.m. wherever you are to, you know, usually a.m. something like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. It's a long while. Now, where is the peak? That depends on your time zone. That depends where you are in the world, the time zone you're in. My peak should be midnight. Mine's gonna be midnight in my area. But just if anyone, like, you know, wants to see it or anything. I thought it was a cool thing. None of you may even care about the moon. I care about the moon. I love looking at the cool, like, things that happen. But just so everyone knows, tomorrow will be a beautiful red moon. That's why I put my eyes red. I feel like it's the perfect vibe for if a blood moon's happening tomorrow. I will keep them also for tomorrow because it's just the vibe. I feel that, you know? It's just because today the moon was like slightly tinted. But tomorrow it's supposed to be like full on, like bright red. And I love seeing those. So if anyone else is interested, now you know, tomorrow's the day. I was trying to figure out what the name of it is. I know it's a lunar eclipse, but it's like Harvest Festival and something else because it happens twice, right? It happens twice a year. I don't remember. They have like a weird, like, I know there's a weird name. I know Blood Moon is one. Lunar Eclipse is one. Red Moon is another. Oh, the Harvest Moon is on the 20. But isn't always the Harvest Moon red? I thought the Harvest Moon was red. Maybe I'm crazy. Or maybe it is red and I'm just crazy. How often does the moon turn red? I thought it was only like twice a year. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm not saying you're wrong. I have no clue. In 20... I'm gonna ask Google. See what Google knows. I don't trust you. Oh yeah, Saturday, September 26th. You're right. It's a full moon. A harvest moon is a full moon. Around, depending on your time zone. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I know the difference. So the harvest moon is not guaranteed to be red. It sometimes is orange. It depends on, like, you know, what year and depending. But you're right. You were right. Okay. So it's September 27th. Or 26th. 26th, 27th, you know, it's... Because it's nighttime, the day changes halfway through. So, however you want to look at it. It's cool. Well, now I'm like in a complete like I've gotten lost in reading what the moon is now. And I'm sitting here going like, there's a name for every moon. Every month has a different name for the moon, like a full moon. Like the full moon in September or October, depending like, where it falls. It's called a harvest moon. But in September, it's also, if it's just September, right? Like if it's earlier in September, it's called a corn moon. October is a hunter's moon. November's a beaver moon. December's a cold moon. What were we expecting? Come on. It's cold. What's August? Stir God? It's mooning you. It is. It is. Huh. So I guess that's interesting. So a blood moon's just a separate thing entirely. I thought they were connected, the harvest moon and the blood moon. I guess I'm wrong? I didn't know that. It's just called the blood moon. It has other names because it's in, like, August, but it's just a blood moon. Has no relation to the crops or anything. And apparently the harvest moon doesn't guarantee, like, the nice bright red. It can sometimes just be, like, slightly yellow or slightly orange. It's, like, close to that time frame, but the color isn't there. Apparently just tomorrow is, like, bright red. Like, the sky should turn red with the moon, which is such a cool idea. So, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look directly at the moon. Not like it's the sun. I'm fine, but I'm just gonna look straight at the moon. Oh. But it depends on you figure out your time zone to know when the moon is gonna be reddest for you. If you're interested in going to running out, looking at it, and then running back inside. Or maybe you make an event out of it. I don't know if a blood moon is an event people would make. If I knew the blood moon was coming, I would have made a little fun event. You know? Careful, let me respond during it. You're right. Tomorrow, zombie apocalypse confirmed. Look, she's panicking. I know she's not. But yeah. Fun facts for tomorrow. Were they useful facts to you? Probably not. But they're fun. Tomorrow you could go to work and go, hey, tonight's a blood moon. You got a fun fact to tell your coworkers. Or friends. Family. Just really anyone. It's a fun fact, and if anyone goes outside, they get to see it. Like, it isn't like one of those, oh, this super big concert's happening. It's like, oh, did you buy tickets and stuff? No, this is just one you could just go out, walk outside during a certain time, and it's for 2 hours long too. Like 2 hours to look at it before it disappears. Kind of fun. I'm gonna go look at it for at least a minute. Minimum of a minute. It might even be during the stream tomorrow. Midway, fighting through the boss. I'm squaring up with the boss, fighting it, lose the first round, lose the 10th round if it gets that bad. And I go you know what, guys? I'm gonna go look at a red moon real quick. Take an intermission as the boss just bullied me. Look at the moon. Think about how I lost. Come back and beat the boss. I don't know. I'm just making things up. It might be fun, like, if that stuff happens, but it probably won't. But other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Do check out, I released my reaction to the Anata trailer and the Enfield live stream. I posted both of those, their videos on the YouTubes. So, if you're curious, because Anata announced their release date, I'm kind of excited. She needs to stop. Not only does she talks the longest. Look at how long her paragraph is. So I muted her. But yeah, no, I released like my Anata reaction today, I think, right? I released it today. Maybe not today. I don't know how long ago I released it. But I watched it. They announced the official release date, which is the 15th of January of next year. But like it's January, so we're 5 months away. The only sad part is the summer event for Arknights is around that time frame. Or at least the rerun of ATO should be around that time frame. So like I'm gonna have to really balance both games. Because if Anata's really good, I might get lost in the sauce for a little bit. But I want to keep up with Arknights too. You know? I don't want to lose my Arknights. Also, I would have been playing for a year finally, Arknights. Like, properly played full year. It's just a nice achievement to get. You have spent 1 year playing this game. Actually, in, what is it? End of October, beginning of November. It would have been 1 year of me playing Nikke soon. Both of those are coming up pretty soonish. And almost 2 years of me streaming. That's about to come up too. A lot of things happened for me in the fall. The fall was a good time for me. But yeah, I'll see you all. I'm going to go head off and go to gym, make food, eat food, go to bed, wake up, do the thing I have to do during the daytime, and then go to stream. I'm going to try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. That is going to be a goal, to try to stream earlier. So then we could try to finish the story faster and maybe play a little bit of Stronghold. I'm on the East Coast. We're good. $12 a.m., midnight. I think somewhere I read it was 12:12, which is hilarious that it's 12:12. Good night, everyone. Have sweet dreams. Don't think about her talking your head off. Think about Kal'tsit getting what she finally deserves for giving us 8 hours worth of lectures. Some of you already passed this point of the story, but at this point of the story, I'm just happy Kal'tsit got some comeuppance. Bye, everyone.